Good morning. Today is Thursday, January 19th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the foundation sets this morning, 1 through 9. I'm going to talk just a little bit about, I'm going to talk just a little bit, excuse me. Talk just a little bit about Qigong and what are we doing here? And then we'll practice. Excuse me. Alright, so what is Qigong? What are we doing here? Defining Qigong is not something I'm going to do at length this morning. Qi, the character Qi. Chinese character. Qi. Yeah. My handwriting is bad. But that's fundamentally, that's the character. Now, it goes this way. Excuse me. So, Qi is air. Breath. Can be translated, air, breath. That, not breathing, Hu Shi is breathing. Right? Qi is the breath. Okay, that inhale, exhale part, that oxygen, carbon dioxide that we exhale, that breath is Qi. The circulation of the breath in the body has much to do with the concepts and principles in traditional Chinese medicine. So I reference consistently, and we pay attention to lower Tantian, middle Tantian, upper Tantian. 3 gates in the back, the Mingmen, the Jiaji, Yujin, Bai Hui, the Huiyin, the opposing, okay, Huiyin at the base of the torso, Bai Hui at the crown of the skull. Okay, so as we pull up, shoulders open, pull up through the crown of the head, open the Bai Hui. The ball of the foot, you go up on your toes, the space just behind where your big toe and your second toe meet, and your foot, that space just behind, that's where we look for the Yung Chuan, the bubbling well. Place the foot and connect it well with whatever surface we're on. The gun, the jiao gun, the heel, jiao, foot, gun, heel, sits so that we have a solid connection through the foot, up through the leg, into the body, and extending through the crown of the head. Everything pulls up to open. As we do that, circulating from the lower Tantian, up the back, and down the front. We pay attention to the Renjong here, just below the nose. It's actually on the palate, just above the root of the teeth. So where you find you look in your mouth and you find where your teeth are, right above that is what you're looking for. When we put the tongue, as we're practicing, you breathe in and out through the nose, the tongue sticks up to the roof of the mouth and closes that point so that the Qi can circulate through the body. We also want to pay attention to the energy that we're using, Jing. We also want to pay attention to how we approach the movement. Are we practicing for strength? Could be. Are we practicing for suppleness? Could be. Are we practicing to be quiet? Could be. Are we practicing to extend the movement as far as we can, which takes a little bit more effort? Could be. Depends. Hang on a sec. So, what we're doing in practice partly depends on what we've decided to do today. And it partly depends on what it is we're actually doing. Okay? So, our Qigong, Wudang Qigong, is not hard Qigong. It's very focused on internal workmanship, not external development. We can use it to work on that external development, but that's not the intent. Okay? So, bulking up, building extra muscle, all of it, no, not really. You can. There's nothing wrong with it necessarily, but you can. But that's not what we're doing here. Okay? That makes a difference. Alright? So, if I want to go work out with weights, I could do that. It'd be probably a good thing for me to go do. I could go do that. Probably not gonna, but I could. And when I practice my Qigong, it would help with my physical movement. It's not what I do in Qigong, it's something else. And that's kind of the point. Back in my very early years, Wang Lun was teaching class, and I was talking about some things that I did back then that were part of what I learned through my dance training. And he said, yeah, it's a good exercise, not a problem. You will get better at doing that exercise. You will. Okay? So if I go out and lift weights, I will definitely get better at lifting weights. And it may help me with a few things in my Qigong, but it's not going to help me practice Qigong. It's not going to help your Tai Chi to practice something else. Why don't you just practice Tai Chi? That was his point. You can practice this other thing over here. It's not bad. It's a good thing. You're going to get better at that. You want to get better at this. Why not practice this? Feet about shoulder width apart. This is actually one of Wang Wenlun's exercises. So, hand circle to the front, back around to both sides. Up along center line. And reach out. Keep the shoulders down. Stretch out. Bend the knees. Reach out. Smile. Makes a difference. And elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Why smile? Why smile? When we smile, the face muscles relax. They're more relaxed than frowning, right? There's more relaxation in a smile than there is in a frown. As we smile, try and smile. Just a little bit. Smile. You don't have to be happy, just smile. Right? The body will relax. Your whole body will relax. We want that. The easiest way to focus on that is to pay attention to just a little bit of a smile. This was this was something that I learned very early on from Wang Lun. It's the idea of smiling but not smiling. Okay? So you don't have to be happy. but you do need to be relaxed and alert, attentive to what's going on around you, and not distracted by it. That gives you all of those things all together, all at the same time. And it gives you a method of practice that allows you, to further develop that skill. Smile but not smile. All right. In Wudang Qigong, we want that level of relaxation. We also want to be very alert because we want to pay attention to the circulation of the breath. We want to pay attention to how the inner motion, I'm exaggerating here, the inner motion of the breath, that physical mechanism of breathing, how that works, and how we develop that very much deeper connection with what's going on inside the mind, with the intent, with the qi, with the energy, jing, shen, spirit. All of those connections, plus all of the physical connections, but quietly. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Both hands crossed at the lao bone, center of the palm. At the lower dantian. Breathe in. Pull up to the middle dantian and breathe out. Begin at extreme emptiness. First exercise. Breathe in again. Bend the knees as you sink. Open the back. Pull up through the crown of the head. And breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep going. Open the shoulders. Keep the back open. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands separate. Down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Keep going. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pushing the mountain. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the back open. Use the legs. Open the hip. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Smile. Breathe out. Where you feel tension, where there is something that seems not quite comfortable, find what it is, look for it. What is that? What's going on with my knee? What's happening over there? I'm having an issue with my left knee right now. And what's going on? Oh, weight difference. There's a weight change that there it is. I've set too far forward in my leg. Keep going. Breathe. Relax through the back. Breathe out. And breathe in. 2 more. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Hands down along both sides, breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Breathe in, keep going. And breathe out. Hands up along both sides. Loose flying. Down to the knees. Open the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Keep the back open. Pull up through the center and the front. Up and in. Under the ribs. Use the shoulders. They're connected. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep going. 2 more. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Palms up. Breathe out, hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Alright, we're going to keep going. Just give me a second here. One of the things that we want to pay attention to in all of our practice is this sense of rhythm and coordinated movement, so that as we're moving, we have that open and closed sense, that open, right, close, and that is well coordinated with what we're doing through the movement, okay? So, practice, performance, I've talked about this multiples of times. Practice is practice, performance is performance, all right? So, we're here to practice, right? As we do that, we may practice different things, right? So, this morning, my focus is on fundamentals. Breathing, paying attention to the internal workmanship, which is part of what we should be practicing. And I talked about this before, at the very beginning, okay? You just walked into the room, what do I do? I don't know. If you don't have an explanation, and I am going to do excuse me, I am going to do some longer length classes on some of the philosophy and language issues. But if you don't have, and my point is, if you don't have an explanation, how are you going to practice? If you don't know what these things are, what is Qi? What does Qigong mean? I heard about this thing called Qigong. What's it mean? Oh, it's you just breathe, do these breathing things, and it's breathing. That's all there is. Okay. So we're just going to learn how to breathe, okay? No. No. The depth of study that is possible in English is limited. It is. The depth of study that is possible in Chinese is so much. You got about this much English, you got this much Chinese, all the way up here and down. You got a couple stacks, more stacks of library books. There's whole libraries that just Qigong. That's whole shelves and whole sections in the bookstore. The only thing that's there is Qigong. Yeah. Over here you got this little. The tiny little thing over here, maybe there's Qigong. What is Qigong? Oh, there's 3 people that know it, because there's only 3 books out there. There's more than 3, okay? But the comparison is still valid. The availability of material for study. Someone who wants to learn, who does not speak Chinese, who cannot read Chinese, is very, very limited. I found that out early on. That's one of the reasons that I was motivated to learn the language, because I wanted to understand. I read a little bit of this, I read a little bit of that. I was like, yeah, there's not enough. I need more information. I need a deeper level of understanding for myself. Where do I go? Well, I went to China, but I did. I actually did. 1990 went to China. That experience and all of the things that I have learned over the years informs what I'm doing today. Without that knowledge, without ever having been there, literally, I was there, without ever having been there, I wouldn't know any of the, well, now, I wouldn't, there's a whole stack of stuff that I would not know anything about. If the pyramid was from here down to the floor, I might know this much, right up here. That'd be it. Okay, I know that there's more. I know there's a lot more. And that perspective informs my practice. Let's do 2 more sets. I'm going to turn around because they go to left and right. And I will say I have tried to do reverse so that you could follow me, be the mirror. It didn't work. It doesn't work. It feels odd to me because for all of my years of practice, I've always started on the left. So we're going to start on the left. Diagonal flying. And let me show this real quick. Okay, so this position is the same. We start out here. Shift onto my right, open the left toes to 45, go up and down. Come back up. Right? And to the other side. Make sure the knee stays over the toes. So, know this. My toes are here. My knees over the toes. Keep the back straight. Open the legs. And keep the weight slightly behind so that at the point that the leg is strong enough that you can go all the way down, we can do that. Feet about shoulder width apart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Shift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift. Open. Sink. Yes, there is weight on the back leg. Keep the knee over the toes. The heel is up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't lean. The body stays straight. So, don't lean forward. Keep the back straight. The up and down is through the back and the hip. Hold through the front. Open the hip. Two more. Keep going. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Palm supporting heaven. Breathe out. Sink. Breathe in. Press up. Turn left. Right. Left. Right. And center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Open the hip. Press up. Use the waist. Keep the hands together. Upper Dantian, middle Dantian, lower Dantian. Connect the Laogong in both hands. Connect both hands through the centers. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Relax through the back. Push through the heel. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, I have talked about this a little bit with the idea that as we finish our practice, we effectively put away our toys, those breaths at the end. Everything that's been opened up, everything that you've been playing with, everything you've taken out to work on, it's put away. We cultivate it, we want to keep it. Yeah, we absolutely want to keep it. But I don't want to go about the rest of my day thinking, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe, no. I want to do that during practice. When I finish practice, I want a marker. Let me tell myself, I'm finished with my practice now. There's 3 breaths. 2 sometimes, depends on what I've been doing, but I was doing some things and it seemed that 3 was a good number for today. that is something that you want to think about. You want to, that's why I'm talking about it, right? You want to think about it for your own practice. What do I need to do when I'm finished with my practice? What do I feel comfortable with? Do I need 1 breath, 2 breaths? I'm really focused on my practice. I'm really focused. Okay, now I'm not going to practice anymore. Now I'm done with my practice, all right? Now my practice is over, okay? I'm still thinking about practice. No, wait. Practice is over. It's over now, right? That sense of picking up your toys, putting them away, and finishing what you're doing is most definitely something that we want to do and we want to cultivate. That I'm doing something, I've started, I'm getting started, now I'm going, now I'm doing something, now I've finished, now I'm done. That process, yeah, we want to cultivate that, because that does carry over into all sorts of other things. All right, for today, this is it. I will be back tomorrow with the events. There's 4 more sets, okay, in the foundations, the way that I've broken it up. I am going to look at that to see, I may have a different, it just occurs to me that there may be a different way for me to pay attention to some of these things. So, there's that. I'll be back tomorrow with the advanced sets in any case, 10 through 18. We'll probably work on the first 4 or 5 as we've been reviewing and going back through. There will be those sessions where I don't talk so much and we just practice more. There will be some sessions where I talk more and give examples. All right. So that will happen. It's kind of today. Next week, Bagua. Foundations for Bagua. We'll be working on foundation sets Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Basics, the palm changes, what are we doing with the footwork, what are we doing with the palms, all of it, okay? This is the foundation things that we want to pay attention to for Bagua. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. Following, the week after, I'm going to work a little bit on Wudang's 3 basic methods. So we'll review what those are, and we'll pay attention to that. We'll also be doing some foundation work for sword after that. So lots of things to pay attention to coming up. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.